Sustainable Agriculture Tanzania we run a demonstration garden here at Tushikamane Center, where we provide information about organic and sustainable agriculture to people who visit the office or farmers who have problems in the field, so they can come here. They try to describe the problem they're facing with the crops or livestock, and we provide them with information on how they can deal with the problem using methods that are environmentally friendly. We also train farmers in the field, so we run farmer field schools in about 8 different villages around Morogoro. A farm here has only one crop, so you find it only has maize, and once the maize is harvested, the farm is empty. There is nothing growing there until the next rainy season, where somebody will go again to plant maize, and that was it. So for farmers who did that kind of agriculture here were unemployed most of the time in the year. And also some of them use some synthetic inputs. So the soil lost fertility, and especially in the mountains, some farmers they left their land. They were going further up on the mountain to the rainforest and trying to get land there because their current land was not fertile. The fertility had decreased quite a lot. So I thought, okay, we could help them and bring this Chaga tradition that I always saw from my mother, because she had some few cows and she always brought the cow dung into the farm.
My father is a university professor at Sokoine University of Agriculture. So he used to cultivate the land ever since we were young, ever since I was young. So I developed the interest in that, and then I did my diploma in crop production. I went further for a degree, a BSc, Bachelor of Science in Agriculture General, and right now I'm doing my Masters in Management of Natural Resources for Sustainable Agriculture. So I got interested in farming because I learned it ever since I was a kid, and I learned it in school. I got this farm in like 2.5 years ago. Normally, we grow maize, cassava, simsim, which is also called sesame, and sunflower during rain season. And during dry season like this, we are growing cucumber, watermelons, and the vegetables. I went and talked to the village leadership, asking if they have any information on whoever sells the land, or if they can give me a portion. And they told me there was someone who was selling the land, so we made some arrangements. I came and buy it. Agriculture pays. Land is wealth. If you do it properly, you can get very good life out of it. So I like the vision of Mwalimu Nyerere, and I'm sure President Kikwete is trying his level best doing it, and he himself is doing the enterprises, agricultural enterprises. He's producing. So people should learn from him. If the president himself is producing, why not us?
My name is Kwigaya Mito. President Kikwete also is pushing well with the move of agriculture by introducing the Kilimo Kwanza, and that is the policy of the country, and everybody, even in the village, in the town, it is a Kilimo Kwanza.
In a sense, Tanzania is a leader in agriculture, both in Africa and globally. If you look at the homegrown initiative in Tanzania that's called Kilimo Kwanza, which is Swahili for agriculture first. It's a very visionary objective, because it's really about modernizing agriculture. It's essentially about a green revolution in Tanzania. Tanzania, like all the other 53 African countries, committed itself in 2003 to the Maputo Declaration, which was a commitment which African leaders made to allocate 10% of their national budgets to agriculture. And when we took stock, 10 years on, we realized that less than a handful of African countries had actually met the Maputo Declaration. In fact, to be precise, I think 10 countries out of 54 have met the 10% allocation. a petition was delivered by 100 farmers in Tanzania on State House, signed by 17,000 Africans, including Tanzanian citizens, essentially asking President Kikwete to meet the 10% as the government had earlier committed. And he was very gracious about it because, as I said, this is an area he's very passionate about, and I would like to see that becoming his legacy.
How far are we from making this a reality? And can we hold our governments accountable?
In Tanzania, land issue is not a big deal. It's easy to access the land here if you follow the procedures. On Kilimo Kwanza, according to Kilimo Kwanza policy, the Tanzania should have an agriculture bank.
Bruno Ngomo, working with Tanzania Graduate Farmers Association. Tanzania Graduate Farmers Association, we need also to make agriculture our first priority because it will address food security issues. It will address the issue of unemployment. What if we'll create a condition where many people will invest in agriculture with supporting policies, availability of land, because land is an issue all over Africa. There are some people on a big land. There are others who own only a piece of land because of policies and others. Na kuna mafunzo ya mambo ya kilimo, hasa kilimo biashara, kwa sababu unapoongelea kilimo kwa kijana lazima uongelee kwamba kilimo kiwe ni kwa mtazamo wa biashara, kwa sababu kijana wa kawaida anachokitaka yeye ni kuwekeza sehemu ambaye atapata tu hela ya haraka. Kwa mfano ndio maana unakuta vijana wengi wako kwenye bodaboda au wako kwenye nini. Lakini tunajaribu kutumia mitandao ya kijamii kushare na watu wa kada mbalimbali, hasa vijana, kwa sababu ndio wako kwenye mitandao ya kijamii. Kwa mfano Jamii Forum, kuna hii page inaitwa Change Tanzania. Tuna page za university mbalimbali ambazo ziko Tanzania. Tuna page ambayo ni ya graduate farmer. Tuna huu mtandao wa kijamii ambao unaitwa AgriHub Tanzania. Tunajaribu sasa kuwavuta vijana waingie kuwa member wa zile groups au member wa zile page. Pia waone kwamba labda wanaweza wakiwa na mipango mizuri.
Deodatus Kiliba. I'm 28 years old. Currently, I'm enrolled at Sokoine University of Agriculture, pursuing my master degree in soil science and land management. Most of the youth, once they graduate, they perceive that I graduate and then I want to be employed somewhere, maybe with a green or good pasture. But that's not the case, because seeking job now, it's also a problem.
Science and technology is very, very important to organic farming, and we are always searching for knowledge, for new things. But of course, the research that is done on organic agriculture is very, very, very little. So most of the times we collaborate with the university, Sokoine University of Agriculture, and from time to time we have some young researchers doing research with us and helping us to find out some solutions or some new technologies that we can use in our farming. I just decided, okay, since I'm always hearing and we don't have money, we don't have this, we don't have that, so now our approach is not to go and look for things that need money. We go and look at plants, resources. What resources do you have? What plants do you have which we can use in agriculture? So once we have these plants, plants grow freely in nature, so we can start there to use these plants as inputs. So the excuse that, we don't have money, we cannot buy this, we cannot buy that, that is reduced. But otherwise, that's a very common excuse. It's a very common challenge. It's a very common problem. But being a farmer does not mean that you are unemployed. Farming is a profession like any other professions. If we live, we say this is for old people. The old people also need our help, and in the end, we will also be old. So we all know food is everything. We all need food. Without food, nobody will be living. So agriculture, farming is producing food, which is very important. And farmers are very important people in this world because they produce food, which everybody eats. So if farmers go on strike, people will suffer.